Alright, and we're back. This is probably gonna be my second to last session doing this because I'm actually have to make dinner here in a little bit. I'm pretty hungry. So before we get started, I actually had to go pee as well. I drink a lot of fluid throughout the day. Don't take that out of context, please. So, I also needed to reorganize my fucking inventory. It was a giant mess. Okay, and at this point in the game, you could probably comfortably rely on the shotgun, but like I said, I don't recommend it. And always, for the love of God, always keep a damn antidote with you. If you don't, this is going to be extremely awful, and you can die super easy. So, as far as I've been playing, we haven't used a single antidote. Or sorry, not antidote, but a first aid spray. We also haven't technically died. Also, don't go to the left. That's just a pointless waste of your time. So, we've done pretty well, all things considered. I'm just still salty about that hunter shit. That was not... That doesn't count. I'm sorry. The Nosferatu one, I don't know. I'm in the middle. I should have technically moved, but whatever. It's not a big deal. So... Oh boy. There's no point in going into that little worker area. There's nothing in there at this point, and I'm pretty sure there's no point in going in there, period. So, hope you guys aren't afraid of spiders because, well, we have a friend. I fucking love this. This is awesome. As someone who actually really loves spiders, that is really fucking cool. So, that is, well, if you couldn't tell, a future boss. You don't have to fight that thing if you don't want to. I'm not going to because I don't feel like it and I'm lazy. So, this room now opens up. Oh shit, he's gonna be in the way, isn't he? Hell. Okay, let's just back it up there, partner. Let's just back it up a tiny bit, okay? Okay, let's be friendly about this whole thing. You don't know me, I don't know you. We could have been friends, don't you know? Probably not. That guy looks like an asshole. He actually follows health and safety standards. I don't like that. Oh, come on. Really? Oh, that was bullshit. Just gonna say. Okay, we're still in caution at least. Also, there's a difference in the animations. If Chris does a stomp, he fucking stomps on the zombie's goddamn head. It's something that is quite cool. Like, Claire just does the prissy kick, and then he just fucking stomps the shit's brain out. I love it. It's something that's small, but it's there, if you really are looking for those kinds of things in these kinds of games. God damn it! How did that fucking hit me? I am not a happy camper. Okay, am I in orange yet? No, good. As long as I'm not in orange, I'm happy. I mean, I like the color orange, but not that much. So, if we go in here, you'll notice this thing's destroyed, so we can't do anything with that. However, we can get a duraluminum case. But hey, there's something else. It's also some shotgun ammo. Some stuff to feed the beast with. Awesome. However, you're probably thinking, wait a minute, duraluminum case, Chris doesn't have a lockpick. Does that mean... Yes, we gotta go back here as Claire later on. So, now let's go that-a-way instead, because I did this on accident last time and it fucking pissed me off so much. You know, when I was a kid, that thing gave me fucking nightmares. I used to be absolutely horrified of spiders. Now as an adult, I think spiders are awesome. I don't know, I guess you kind of grow out of fears as you get older, I guess. I don't really know why I had a genuine fear of spiders. I woke up with one on my face once, that was pretty awful. But that's not really enough to me, like to say, oh, they're just awful creatures. So let's go in this room. Now, remember how I said... This is completely unnecessary, I just want to show it. Remember how I said you can't go back in here? The last time I did this, or the first time I played this, before I did the test run, I noticed I had herbs down there and it pissed me off so bad. I was like, are you fucking serious? And you can't go back in that room. It's a blast. I love it. So, this area is essential. You need to go in here, otherwise you can't finish the game. I made that mistake last time and had to spend like 20 minutes... It was horrible. Don't do it. So, we need to pick up this. An octavalve. Where have we seen that before? I wonder if that's going to come in handy. Also, I love how Chris is like, huh? I wonder if I should just stand right here. I like this, though. This is a fucking cool scene. like how Chris just doesn't move. None of his instincts tell him this is a... Oh, what the fuck? I forgot all about that. I guess they could do that now. I guess. Am I poisoned? No, but I definitely need to heal. That's for damn sure. Okay. That was inevitable, I guess. So, if you go down to the moth area, you'll notice that the moths have actually laid some larvae on the zombies down there, and I think they can do that attack. It's not very frequent, if I remember correctly. Okay, so we got the fucking octavalve. This is a very crucial thing. You cannot beat the game without it. You absolutely have to have this item. If you don't, you're gonna be in a really bad spot, trust me. So, we can go up here. Now, we can't deal with Mrs. Spider right this minute. She's a little preoccupied with other things, so we're gonna have to wait on that. And now, an unavoidable hunter scene that I didn't mean to skip. Shit. Dicks! Alright. Come on, you bastard. Shit! Okay, you can tell after that incident in the last episode, I'm very fucking hesitant right now. So, anyways. This hunter isn't too bad to deal with. Like I said, most of them now are going to be pretty much in these kind of narrow, claustrophobic areas, so it's way, way more manageable to bottleneck them. But for the most part, they're not that dangerous anymore. They still pose a threat, don't make any mistake about that. But they're not that dangerous like they used to be. They're really only bad in open areas when there's like 2 or 3 of them. I don't think there's ever an instance where you fight 3, though, thank God. So, there's another one in this room, which I love this setup, too. You're like, what the hell is that sound? And then that, I fucking love that. That's actually a really good moment. The first time I played this, I was like, what the fuck is that noise? I couldn't remember what it was. And then that fucker ran out at me. I was like, oh, you got me. So, anyways, there is a door right here. If you played Resident Evil 1, which I played the remake of 1 with a friend at one point, and I've also seen the original game, I already know this. It's a really... This is quite a cool little treat. Don't go in there just yet, because this is a bad idea. If you do that, you're going to advance the story too quickly. We don't want to do that. We want to hold on to doing that, because we can get it all done at once. Probably only like 2 more videos after this, honestly. Now, first things first, get your goddamn gun out and get ready. So, I know that this handgun can pierce, but it's just not that good, man. I'm sorry. If you like it, more power to you, but I'm just not a huge fan of it. Okay, maybe you can do some pretty heinous shit with it, but still. Fucking look at that. Fucking 4 kills with just like a few bullets. Yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess, but I like the speed better. I'm always a huge fan of speed over, like, stuff like that, over raw damage. Oh god. You can kind of knife him in that frame, but I just really am not comfortable doing it. I generally tend to fuck up because this game has inverted controls. Son of a bitch! How? You asshole. Alright, doesn't matter. So this door is actually blocked. We can't go in there because it's sealed electrically, and obviously the power is not on, but you wouldn't know that by now. So let's go ahead and combine, and we're going to pick up this herb. I recommend clearing this hallway out because this is actually a very common used area in this part in the game, so just kind of keep it open. Also, if you have a full inventory and you see a herb, you can pick it up, but it's not really that necessary in my opinion. You'll use it immediately, but you can't use the blue ones immediately. So, remember how we had that octavalve, right? So I wonder if we can use it on this. Yeah, trust me, that was a really awful feeling on that test playthrough. I was a little pissed, if you couldn't tell, but it was also very late, so that might have been something to do with it. Now, we don't need the duraluminum case, I can tell you that for a damn fact, but we do need this octavalve handle for a... Oh, actually, we don't need it right away. We can put this away for now. This is not a 100% required right this minute. But, let's go over here and turn on the power. Now, there is a puzzle involving the power, but we don't have to worry about that for a while. And you can also see a lot of stuff is on the floor in this room. Now, when I first played this, I couldn't see that shit because it was so dark, and I was, like I said, using a CRT. So the effect is kind of lost on an actual, like, decent monitor, but, you know, it was cool when it happened, when I was like, holy shit, there's a lot of stuff in this room. It was actually quite a cool feeling. That's what this game really makes me think of, is a lot of those little childhood memories like that. This game was so frustrating, I'm amazed I actually wanted to play it twice. I think I have beaten this game so many times because of its reputation as being so fucking unforgiving. So, I'm not gonna complain though, I actually do like this game a lot. I think it holds up, other than the really awful acting, but I think that's just part of the charm. It's not like the worst thing ever, but it's pretty bad. I quite like it a lot, though. There's something charming about how bad it is. So, now, what can we do? Well, we can keep exploring further, or you can do a few things at this point, which is actually kind of something I like about this area. So, I'm gonna do the next room first, and grab a few goodies while I have time. The room that's electronically locked, so... I almost forgot about that herb, wow. That was really unprofessional of me. There's quite a few items in this area, and it's really easy to get a cluttered up inventory, so I recommend banking your stuff first. Oh my god, did I really just say banking? What is my problem? I play a lot of RuneScape. Also, hey, this seems familiar. It's like a statue, like in the first Resident Evil. So you can't go through that door yet, but it's cracked. I can see that it's cracked. I want the shotgun, you bastard. Okay, there we go. Now, that's just a map. You can probably tell you gotta push the statue into that and get the map, but I'm a fucking gangster, so I don't need it, because I'm so goddamn cool. Okay, so we need to have a pretty good amount of inventory for this. Which sucks, because I think I might have to do something. Okay. Yeah, let's put that back. We get the socket, and put the jewel back in. Now, obviously the puzzle here is this thing is going to be, like, active as long as we have... Oh, damn it, I didn't mean to do that. So this thing's active as long as you have power going to it. And this is really annoying. But, if you couldn't guess, we need those for a later puzzle. Let's take the right one. And... I think we can put these... No, we have to put that back. Okay, we're gonna leave it alone then for a few minutes and just go over to the item box. Like I said, you're gonna get a lot of stuff in this area. That was kind of a me fuck up. Don't hate me for it. I mean, I've already had enough me fuck ups on this playthrough for this game, but I still love it a lot. I'm actually very happy with this playthrough so far, though. I mean, other than the slight audio issue in the beginning, it wasn't that bad. I actually watched over quite a few of the footage, or sorry, quite a bit of the footage, and I quite liked it. I didn't think there was anything too wrong with it. I will put an editing note when I do that as well, because, I don't know, some people will be like, hey, your audio's too loud, and I'll be like, yeah, I know, I get it. So don't bank the, I'm just gonna say it, just don't bank it, because you do need these later. Oh, what the fuck, let's just do this now. So, we don't need the octavalve right this very second. We're actually going to put this back in our little bankage here. Now there's one more room we can go into in this area as well. And if I remember correctly, I don't think it has any point. I'm pretty sure it's just there. So I'm actually going to store one of these herbs, because I know for a fact there's like 3 in that room I'm going to go into. So, remember how I said in the beginning, this game's brutal? Once you've planned out your items, or kind of improved your game plan a little bit, it becomes a lot easier, because you already know what's coming. But holy shit, make no mistake, if this is your first time playing this game blind, it's gonna kick the shit out of you, because you're not gonna know where anything is, you're not gonna know how to solve any of the puzzles, and it's gonna be extremely difficult. So let's go ahead and take the Magnum ammo. Don't worry, you're not going crazy. We just have to get the Magnum in a few minutes, so... Cool. Make sure, when you've got the items, to leave this alone. Don't touch it or move it or take anything else out of it. We want to make sure that's in that position for way... Well, not way later, but considerably later. And this is a pretty cool part. I actually like this area. Which I think I may... Yeah, I may have made a little bit of a mistake here. I should have came here with the paperweight. Yeah, let's go back with the paperweight. That is another me fuck up. I am so sorry. That's the problem. Like, I can't remember where this, like, part goes to. I could easily fast forward the footage, but, you know, I don't think it's 100% necessary. I'm actually going to talk about this section as a whole. I think this is what I think of when I think of Resident Evil. I think this section of the game, the music, the atmosphere, the item plays, you have to do, like, the little puzzle with the electricity. You'll see what I'm talking about later, but I really, really like this section. It feels like classic Resident Evil. I don't think the beginning of the game really stresses that. I think this part really does, though, because it just knows, you know what I mean? That was a sentence I just came out of my mouth. So it doesn't matter, we might as well put this in here as well. There is a shitload of healing items in the next area, too. And we do need to take this paperweight with us. This is actually a very important thing. It is critical that you do this. Now, it's not a very hard puzzle that it's involved in, if I'm honest. It's quite simple. It's just a wordplay riddle. I like it a lot. But if you have been paying attention to the game, you'll notice that that AA symbol is the symbol for Alfred and, what's her name, Alexia. You know, if you've been paying attention to the story of this game, good job. This game has got a clusterfuck of a story. It's quite a headache. So, also, we want to go through here one time, and one time only. Because, believe me, you don't want to trek through here over and over. It's very fucking irritating. I'm not a huge fan of it either, because that's also why I know players don't like this game, is because you have to do a lot of backtracking if you're not careful. Also, look at this massive dong. That is not what anthills look like, as far as I know. I don't know what the fuck that is. So, let's go ahead and take the wing object. Now, these actually stack in your inventory, so don't worry about taking up space, because we're going to pick up quite a few of these coming up here soon. There's actually 4, and we're going to try and prep the puzzle as much as we can. So that way, when I do the end of the game, we just kind of knock it all out at once, you know what I mean? This just saves you so much time. Now, if you notice that blood correlates to where Alfred was in the cutscene when he was awakening Alexia as well. You see, I wish this game had no dialogue. I wish it was all environmental, and then it would be a lot better, so... But, want, get, 2 different things. You know the whole drill. I don't think there's any items over here. I never actually have checked until just now. Nope, there's a memo. I know that much. So, I'm pretty sure it's just the Veronica experiment explanation. So, alright, this is a pretty cool puzzle. As twins, Alexia and I are 2 sides of a coin. A design is carved under the name of Alexia. So, this is the paperweight. We need to push the button. We need to go AA, King, Heart, and then Spade. That's actually the pattern on the paperweight. I'll actually show you how you figure that out without going too crazy. So, if we check it, you just go like this, sorry. Yeah. So, if you couldn't guess, just like that. 2 sides of the same coin, and then the back would obviously be the heart. So, it's not a very difficult puzzle to figure out. I actually like that puzzle. Very odd, but it's Resident Evil. That's all you gotta say after a while. And yep, Alfred's officially fucking dead. He's not coming back anytime soon. So, he's already dead. Stop, stop, he's already dead. And we'll take his ring. Now, you can do this now, but we're gonna do it later. The jewelry is important. If you actually noticed on Nosferatu, he had a green thing. That's actually called his pierce. I'm pretty sure it was a mistranslation. It's probably supposed to say piercing, but whatever. Now these ants do a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of damage. Not enough to really be a problem, but they can knock you down a health number if you're not careful. It takes a while, but don't fuck around too long. Just run through this area. I don't know why you wouldn't. And then this is another area we could go into. So, there's numerous puzzles in this section, which is why I love this part so much. This room is completely useless. I wish I was kidding, but I'm... Excuse me? Why did I not equip the handgun? There we go. There we go. This is really sketchy. Holy shit. Come on. Oh! I'm gonna shotgun this. I don't think I have enough space to do this. Oh, really? Boom, head shoot. Well, pretend it was a headshot, I guess. Now, this one I'm pretty sure is not dead. Huh, maybe he is actually 100% dead. This room is essentially useless. There's just some healing items in here if you need them. So I'm gonna pick them up. We're gonna give them to Claire. Spoilers. Oh shit, that's right, there's these boys. Ah, what the hell. We don't need to hoard this glorious shotgun. So... Oh, he isn't dead, son of a bitch! Yeah, get out of here. I can afford to do this, I know what I'm doing. So there's some handgun bullets over here. And on the other side I think is shotgun ammo? Am I right in saying that? Oh, just more handgun bullets. Not a huge deal. I mean, you could probably main the shotgun at this point, but it's completely unnecessary. So right here is actually 2 herbs. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's pretty dark, but they're there. Remember how I said I'm not using a first aid spray? I haven't used one either, so I'm technically pretty damn close to getting a A ranking if I was going by that logic. But I have used more than one save, and I don't know what my time is. It's probably pretty fucking high. Especially considering that keycard off-camera fiasco. So, now we can go and do another bit of puzzling. This is why I like this part of the game so much. It has so many little bits and bobs in it that make you have to, like, actually, you know, use all your items in conjunction at the right time. I love it. It feels so good. Oh, I'm getting way too excited about this. If you couldn't tell, I love this game. I hate it for all of its frustration it caused me as a kid, but I fucking love it. It's so hard not to like this game. It's just... It's not a good introduction into Resident Evil, I will say that. I don't recommend playing the remakes first either. Play the originals, they're all pretty cheap. I got all mine pretty cheap online. Probably like, I don't know how much I spent, probably like $30, $40 for 3 games. That's not very bad. And I got the director's cut of 2 and 3. Or sorry, 2 and 1, so I'm pretty damn sure I got the most bang for my buck you could get. So, we don't need the wing object. God damn, told you don't need to worry about items after a while. No, we'll keep that. So we need to take the fire extinguisher and this valve thing with us. Remember how I said you need the fire extinguisher? This is why. So, oh boy. You have no idea how upsetting it was as a teenager to get to this point in the game. Actually, I was a preteen, I'm pretty sure. And getting here without the fucking fire extinguisher and just... Oh my god, it was heart-wrenching. That was the first time I ever actually almost stopped playing a game because I was so fucking mad. Oh, shit, dude. Just shit. I almost forgot about this, so we can do this as well. So once you turn the power on... Suddenly those objects become visible. I don't know why. You can't pick them up any other way. You have to do it like this. So, this is another one of the wing objects. And I'm pretty sure that's a key. Am I right in saying that? No, it's... Yeah, it's a wing object. There we go. So, there's 4 wing objects. We need to get 4 of them to make... Well, if you've been paying attention, you need to make a dragonfly. So, that's what those are all used for. Doing this now is also a really smart idea. Don't go down the elevator. We need to go and turn the power off, because we've done everything we need to do with the power on. Since once we go into the next section of the game to advance the story, we can't really do a whole lot. It's not going to be a fun time. So it's just better to do it this way, trust me. It doesn't make sense now, but it does later. So if you think I'm crazy, I just finished this game twice out of, like, the numerous times I played it, so I think I'm pretty, you know, knowledgeable in this regard. Okay, so, go ahead and kill the power. You don't need to use the valve on this, or reassemble and deassemble anything. Just go ahead and turn the power off. It's not going to do anything crazy. You can only get those 2 key objects, those wings, if you have the power on. Like I said, I don't know why. It's just the way it works. I didn't design the game, okay? Someone else did. I couldn't tell you why you can't just pick them up any other way. I guess the Ferris wheel flings them off or something. That's my guess. Your guess is as good as mine at this point, too. Okay. Now, this part's not hard, but it can be pretty messy if you're not playing cautiously, I guess. And remember how I said that we have to deal with Mrs. Spider here soon? She's not a very hard boss. I think you can just pump her full of, like, grenades and she dies pretty fucking fast, but we're not worried about that. We're just gonna ignore her when we get to her. So, I've said so many damn times, it's starting to lose all meaning to me. I hate that, and as a writer, you notice it too, when you start using the same words over and over. It's really fucking irritating. So, I'm gonna keep saying it. Anyways, push the switch, and hey! It's Extinguisher! Oh, boy. Oh, fucking joy almighty. It's an extinguishant. It should be used with the fire extinguisher. So go ahead and use that. Makes a badass sound, honestly. Extinguishant, cool. Now, I know what I'm doing, so don't think I just fucked the game up or something and I'm just really dumb. There's a small square hollow to drain the water. Do this. Cool. Go ahead and use this on that. This saves you a ton of time, by the way, if you're doing this the way I'm doing it. Goodness. So, don't go down there just yet. We don't need to go down there right this second. If you do, well, I'm not going to spoil it. This is a suspenseful kind of game. You gotta have some fun. I mean, let me have some mystery. Now we gotta go down here. I'm actually just gonna use the shotgun. Fuck it. I don't have any reason not to. Alright. I could probably put the pistol away, honestly. There's like 2 or 3 zombies in this room as well. Pretty damn sure. Fucking fire. Stop being an asshole. There we go. And Claire is poisoned, but I wonder what purposes they use. Remember this spot, because we're gonna have to come back here later. Okay, go ahead and pick up the Magnum. Well, actually, no, the zombies spawn in once you start doing that part of the game. I'm sorry. And now, go over here, and remember we put the detonator as Claire. Go ahead and use your lighter. Also, this is the best line in the game, right here. Missiles are lined up here. I wonder what they plan to use them for. Excuse me? Asshole. Well, what do you think they plan to use them for? They plan to shoot them at things. What else do you do with missiles? You play fucking merry-go-round with them? No. You throw them at things, they go boom, people die, things explode. Done. How hard is that to understand? I don't know, man. Maybe Chris just doesn't have his A game on today. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. So we have picked up the Magnum. That is the big Pimp Daddy of all Pimp Daddy weapons in Resident Evil, if you're not familiar with the Pimp Daddy weapons of Resident Evil. Every single game has a Magnum, and they're always fucking extremely strong. Okay, I'm a little nervous because I can fuck this up pretty hard if I'm not careful. Now, we can't get all 4 butterfly wings, or sorry, dragonfly wings, but we can at least get 3 of them. So, go ahead and pick it up. Oh, sorry, the crane key, my mistake. Oh shit, it's a fucking hunter man. Okay, and that gives us the crane key. I'm sorry, I thought that was a dragonfly wing. That's not until a little bit later. I got my shit confused, I'm so sorry. But, we do have the Magnum for a very specific reason. We're gonna need that for the next portion of the game. If you don't have it, it's not a necessary thing to pick up, but if you're gonna do what I'm doing, yes, pick it the fuck up. It's a very useful thing to have. But now that we have the crane key, we can go back over to this area. And I might as well reload the gun. I don't see why not. I'll just keep the shotgun out at this point. I don't think I really need the pistol anymore. It's quite unfortunate because I actually like pistols in real life to an extent. But, you know, Resident Evil, the weapon is the handgun. That's all there is to it, in my mind. I don't think of anything else, so go ahead and pop the crane key in here. Hey, I've seen that guy before.
Who could have done this?
You're asking that kind of question now? Oh no!
Alexia.
That is how I dispose of insignificant bugs, said the spider to the fly. How do you wish to die?
I like how there's no eyes on this thing. Spiders have generally 8 eyes. This one doesn't seem to have any. Or at least, not that I can see in this resolution. Ah, they're there. They're just really small. So, I'd also like to point out, spiders... I love that. That's so fucking cool. Anyways, spiders cannot... Oh, you asshole. Why you gotta be like that, man? Anyways, spiders cannot actually be underwater like that. I know you're probably like, oh, it's a video game. Spiders have book lungs. They can't do that. Their entire body would be flooded with fucking water if they did that. So go ahead and take Alexander's piercing, and we can just get the hell out of this room. Why would I want to fight this damn thing? It's too cute. I don't want to kill it. I like how it has a lot of pulsating shit on it. That's a very key trademark Resident Evil thing. That's how you know it's really cool. So, cool. Now we can actually advance the story a little bit more. So we picked up Alexander's Pierce, who, by the way, if you couldn't tell, Alexander is Alexia and Alfred's father. They imprisoned him in there after they found out that they were basically a bio-experiment, and they just tortured him and kept him in there for a later day. Let's see, yeah, let's bank a couple of things, because we don't need too much shit right this minute. I probably honestly could get rid of the pistol at this point in the game, but we'll keep it. I mean, it's sentimental, right? Now, if you don't do this correctly, like I did, I'm not saying there's an incorrect way to do this, but this is the most efficient and not condescendingly awful way. Okay. Put the pierce in here. Now, let's see. Do I have... Well, I'll take out these herbs while I'm thinking about it. No, not that. I don't think I have any more raw herbs. Not that I can think of. There's not very many left in the game, either. Okay, that's fine. I'm actually pretty comfortable with this. So I'm gonna put this in that. And I'm going to drop this into here. Now you're probably like thinking, now Seth, what the fuck are you doing? Well, thank you for asking. I'm actually going to be doing this because we're going to give this to Claire later on. Now, even though I've completely fucked up my ability to get an A ranking, what am I doing? You get the idea. I'm just being fancy and retentive at this point. Because if you're going to go for a A ranking, you can't use first aid sprays. You can only use herbs or combination herbs. And I still haven't used one, which I like to keep pointing out for some reason. Claire has to survive this next portion, which is very dangerous, and it's very easy to fuck up. So, well, actually, no. We'll keep the shotgun out. We'll actually do this portion with Claire as well in this one video, because otherwise it's going to be kind of short. And then I'll save the last episode for after I eat dinner, and then we'll have a great old time. I'm going to make mushroom stroganoff with rice, probably. Actually, no. I don't think I'm have enough time. I'm going to just do this and then cut it at Claire's section. So, okay. So since Claire was poisoned by Nosferatu, we have to do a little bit of legwork before we can officially be done. So that kind of sucks, but it's not a huge deal. Also, if you don't know, this is a recreation of the Resident Evil 1 mansion. Since they're technically related to the, people that made it, that's why it's here. It's just kind of like that. Anyways, you need a knife. I don't know why you wouldn't have one at this point. Go ahead and cut Claire free.
Claire.
Chris! I missed you so much.
I know. But we have to get out of here.
Not yet. We have to find Steve.
Who's Steve?
Yeah.
He's a boy who escaped from that island with me. But then a monster attacked us and we got separated.
So that means Steve is still somewhere in this base?
I'm sure of it.
Claire? What's wrong?
I think I've been poisoned.
Just hold on. I'll be right back.
And no, you can't just use a regular damn blue herb. I tried. I almost forgot about this entirely on my test playthrough because I was poisoned on that one, not the first one. So, if you are poisoned as Claire when you fight Nosferatu, you have to do this little tiny bit of legwork as Chris. It's not the worst thing ever, but it definitely is completely unnecessary. But there is a reason for this. It's because if you were poisoned and you had low health, the game didn't want to actually probably kill you as soon as you switch characters, so I kind of see where they're coming from with this one. But if you want to, you know, bitch about things that are no longer a relevant issue. This game's almost 20... Yeah, actually this game's like 21 years old at this point, so I don't know what you're bitching at. 22, technically, if you count the original, so I don't know what you're complaining about at this point. No one at fucking Capcom is going to be like, oh yeah, we're sorry about that. That's just not going to happen, okay? Anyways, I'm going to use the shotgun at this point in the game because I can afford to do it. I played my cards just right. I might as well have some fun. There we go. And it spawns here only when you do that. It doesn't spawn any other time. If you do this any other way, it's not going to show up. So I'm actually going to switch to the Magnum here. Magnum, revolver, same thing. I'm not a huge gun person, but, you know, there is no real difference, honestly. Magnum and revolver are the same. I guess if you want to get technical, a revolver is a 6-shooter open-cylinder style one, but most all of them are rotating. You know what I mean? I guess a Desert Eagle isn't, but it's clip-fed. It doesn't matter. It's a fucking handgun that does a lot of damage, that uses rifle cartridges. How about that? That's the technical definition of a handgun like this. It's a Colt single-action handgun. It's the greatest handgun ever made. Anyways, there's a reason I'm switching to the Magnum if you couldn't tell. This absolutely is going to shorten your time with a lot of shit if you've been playing your cards right. Which I have, so I'm very proud of myself. I'd say I've done a pretty good job, all things considered, this game so far. So we're going to leave Chris with this, and then he goes over to Claire and gives her this...
I'll take care of you now.
Oh, really?
Feeling better?
Thanks to you. Just like a big brother, huh? You're always looking out for your little sister.
This sounds like bad porn dialogue. It really does. Shoot her. Just shoot her.
Alexia? There really is an Alexia?
It is almost time, you genetically inferior siblings.
After her! She might know where Steve is.
Let's go.
Why? Oh no, it's a hentai monster! Yeah, I don't feel like killing him. I don't know either. I didn't design this game. Well, that's a for sure thing.
Chris!
No!
Just go. I'll be fine.
But Chris...
You've got to save Steve. Go!
He doesn't even know who Steve is. Why the fuck should he care? I don't get that. I really don't. Good times. Why couldn't we just leave Steve behind? Why couldn't we just leave Steve behind? I don't get it. But you see, this is why the game does this, is because you'd be in critical danger state if you didn't. Now, I theoretically could have just switched to the other weapons, but whatever. It's not a big deal. So, we need to pick these up. Oh boy. I hate this next part. It's a little bit irritating, but it's not the worst. So we can pick up some shotgun shells, and keep in mind, we're only going to be able to go back here as Claire this one time. So don't bother with that, it's not really worth your time. And before I even forget about it, let's go ahead and grab that duraluminum case that we picked up a while ago. And actually, I'm going to be doing a little bit of prep work here while I have the time. I think I have a spare blue herb as well. Well, you know, I'm just going to make sure things are nice and tidy before I end the video, as I usually do. And there's some more Magnum rounds. There is very little Magnum ammo in this entire game, by the way. There's, like, 2 clips, and that's it. So don't go pissing it away on some fancy girl, okay? And we'll make another big boy herb. And boom. Now, don't do what I did, which was a really dumb shit idea, and completely fuck the game up at the end like an idiot. Don't just put all your weapons in here just yet. We still need them for a few moments, at least, I guess. I mean, nah, fuck it, we don't need them. We'll just put them in there. So go ahead and combine these, make some fire arrows. I'm gonna put these in that while I have the thing in my mind. This game is all about inventory management, if you couldn't tell by now. It's also why I like it so damn much. Oh, and we'll put the bullets in the gun, too. Not used. Jesus Christ, I can't just throw bullets at enemies. I shouldn't really need anything else at this point. So we're gonna give this to Chris, which is great. And then we're gonna put these shotgun shells in here. I'm gonna do that. And we're just gonna keep the knife, put the bow gun in here. I might need that. So the reason I was also saying we don't want to use anything else is because we're gonna tank a lot of damage. I think we should only have to take 3. That seems fine. So, well, I think that's pretty much all we're gonna need for the next section. So, yeah, that's as weird as it is. This is the last time we're really gonna need to play as Claire. So, I'll see ya in next. Jesus, I'll see ya in the next one.